do? What it do? Still with the cap shine like a lamp. Big boss hog, bounce down, K-Po through the dough. Hit the top to the box. Speak about solidification, baby. 2 times don't last. Good people do the love yourself. Call me to find out, baby. Matter. Peak game. Metaphors on what? Swing. How y'all doing, man? It's a beautiful day in this Texas. Good morning. We clutched up. You know what I'm talking about? That boxing. So, Barrios and Ryan Garcia is now done. Right, they're gonna fight February 21st. It's on the zone. PBC and Turkey are doing a joint pay-per-view, which I told y'all, man. PBC work with anybody and everybody. You ever notice that PBC has been doing joint ventures with people for a while now. You see what I'm saying? Joint ventures. While these other promotional companies don't do that. But PBC is always the one getting a bad rap. It's crazy. But to get back on topic, I'm sorry. Barrios is putting his title on the line again against Ryan Garcia. Right? He just came off of a fight with Manny Pacquiao in which he fought to a draw. It was a competitive fight. Some people feel like Pacquiao won. Right? Some people feel like Barrios won. Some people feel like it was a draw. Right? I think most people just wanted to see Pacquiao win that belt. You know what I mean? I was cool with the draw. I'm not gonna lie to you. I cooked Mario Barrios. Right? I'm not gonna lie to you. Because I was like, how you, like, this dude 40 something and you basically, fight to a draw. You know what I mean? I don't understand it. This dude ain't boxed in a long time and you fight to a draw. And then you got Ryan Garcia, who's coming off a loss to Rolly. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got dropped, and then after that, he just was like, I'm autopilot. You know what I mean? He was autopilot. He was like, man. And then, you hear him talking after the fight, or, and doing the interviews like weeks after the fight. He's like, man, Rolly hits hard. And I said, that's what it was. He talk about all the other stuff about, oh, my mental wasn't right. I didn't like this. No. He felt that power. As soon as he felt that power, he didn't want no more. He was like, man, nah, bro. And I'm telling you, power disrupts a lot of things. You got to have, you got to make a business decision when you end up with a dude with power. Right? And he know how to utilize his power. Right? Because before, Rolly used to be wild. You know what I mean? He just, but now he got with Coach Silas, he's controlled. You know what I'm saying? He's controlled. He uses the jab. And now Mario Barrios, I used to work with Coach Silas, I think. He was working with that Bob Costa. What's his name? I forgot his name. But he was working with him, and then now he's being trained by Ryan Garcia's former trainer. Right? So we shall see what the game plan is. We should see, how, and what it's done. I feel like Mario Barrios can win this fight against Ryan Garcia. Right? Because Ryan Garcia is a guy that's not focused all the time. Right? He's still closing his eyes. He's still dropping his hand when he throw that hook or when he throw a punch. But I guess he's so fast with it that, like, he could probably get away with it in some fights. But I don't know. Against Mario Barrios, who's like a fundamentally sound technical boxer, I don't know if you're going to be able to get away with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just keeping it 1,000. I don't know. Right? That's the only thing I dislike about Ryan Garcia is the whole closing eyes, and he do this and then he drop his hands and his chin be exposed, right? Only thing. That's the only problem. You know what I mean? Only problem. But he's so fast that he get away with it. You know what I mean? By the time you see that you finna throw a punch, he didn't hit you with 3 or 4, 5 punches. You like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But I think the key thing for Ryan Barrios to kind of slow Ryan Garcia down, you already know, it's the number one punch in boxing is the jab. He has to jab Ryan Garcia head off. You know what I mean? Jab using angles. And I think he got to come forward against Ryan. Make Ryan fight off the back foot. Right? Ryan Garcia only does one thing well off the back foot, and that's throw that hook. Right? So Barrios got to keep his hands high, chin low, jab. Jab his way in. Utilize that jab. Right? You could beat Ryan Garcia with a basic game plan and come out and win this fight. That's what it boils down to. You don't got to do nothing crazy. Just have a basic game plan against Ryan. Right? Now, Ryan is dangerous. Right? So you can't get cute in there. You can't get no brawl, getting a blend with him, none of that. Gotta utilize that jab. Right? I think that's the number one punch for Ryan Barrios. If he's able to utilize that jab, keep Ryan Garcia in check with the jab, because I think Barrios got enough power to disrupt what Ryan has. He could win this fight by unanimous decision. I can see that. Ryan Garcia, what does he got to do? Right? He got to apply pressure on Ryan Barrios. Right? So he got to utilize his jab and get inside and make it a fight. I think he got a rough Barrios up. He got the power. He got the speed. You know what I mean? It's a good scrap. Both these dudes are tall, long fighters with long reach. You know, I think Ryan got a rough Barrios up. You know what I mean? He got to disrupt all that good fundamentals, right? So Barrios, when he get that high guard, Ryan got to hit the hands to create openings. Hit the hands out the way to create openings. Back Barrios up on the ropes. Rake, you know, throw hooks inside. He got to do stuff like that. You know what I mean? I think he's able to do that. He could possibly win by unanimous decision. I don't see a knockout. I don't see Ryan Barrios getting knocked out, bro. But it's boxing. You never know. I know somebody can be like, what is Ryan? Man, look, bro. Ryan Garcia is popular, but, you know, he got some fundamental flaws. He get by because he fast and he got power. You know what I mean? But he got a lot of fundamental flaws that I question. I'm like, this nigga. Yo, so we shall see, man. You know, I don't know. Will Ryan Garcia become a champion? I don't know. This fight, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I see ways both guys could win, but I don't know, bro. Like, I wanna say Ryan gonna win. But then you got Ryan Barrios, you know what I'm saying? I say this, if Ryan win, it'd be good for boxing, because then it makes the Devin Haney fight, you know, more interesting. Because there's a belt, and Devin got a belt, right? And I think Ryan, he's so popular, maybe he draw a lot more people to come up to 47. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. We'll see. You know, I'm gonna say, I don't know, bro. I don't. This fight, I don't know. I can't, you know, because, like, when you analyze, you like, this dude could do this dude could do this. Then you like, Barrios kind of like, he stay at the same pace, right? Then you got Ryan. It just depends on his mental, right? So I don't know, man. But we shall see. Y'all let me know what y'all think.